Hello guys and welcome. In this video I would like to show you how I collect statistics for penny stocks, why I do it, and how I use them for my trading. I mostly focus on trading penny stocks, shorting penny stocks, but you could track different type statistics for longing penny stocks or even for large cap or small caps. Statistics are very helpful. I'm going to show you some really cool stuff that you can do with the information that you gather. So right here, what you have is a sheet that I've been tracking. Right now, we are in early January of 2021, but I have information from all the way from September of 2020, which is a couple of months. Um, Once you build up a couple of months worth of statistics and you start messing with the data, you're gonna find some really cool insights that are gonna help you incredibly for at least for me, is for shorting penny stocks. So let me give you an example. All of this data, you're going to see some of the data points that I've been collecting for shorting penny stocks. All of this data is right here. This is all the raw data. I pretty much deleted all the empty lines and I got rid of everything I didn't need. This is all raw data. If you're good with Excel, you can get pretty savvy with this. It's pretty interesting, all the things you can find out. For example, one of the coolest ones that I've found so far is, for example, if I sort all of this data by opening price. For example, this data point right here is anything that has opened less than $1. So all of this opened over $1. So this I have all the way to all the way to $86. But anything that opened less than $1, you're gonna see that it tends to spike around this percentage right here. So pretty much what this cell is right here, it's O minus L. Where's the O? Your high price minus your opening price divided by your L, the opening price. So pretty much it tells you how much did this stock spike. Once at bell, once it opens, how much did this stock spike? How high does it go before it starts heading down? So what I've noticed with these statistics is that it tends to be around 30%, 29%, 30, 31, 25, 25. I want to say around 25% if you want to catch these ones, for the exception of one right here. This one is 50%. I mean, this is very valuable information, because once you have this data right here, once you're shorting, it would be a really good idea to start shorting as soon as it hits 25% spike. Now, what I would do is that I would short at 25% and then short at 25%. I would risk 10%. Right? So if you're short at 25, is there anything here that hits more than 35 cents? It's just this one right here. This would be your only loss. So right here you would lose 10%. However, look at all these data points. Right here you would win. 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 All of these, you want to aim of profit at least 25%. How do I come up with that? If you look at the closing, for example, you're going to see this is the closing percentage from each stock. For example, the first one, it opened at 54. The closing price was 31. This stock, for this particular day, it dropped 42%. This last one, for example, it opened at 94. It closed at 81. It dropped 13%, and so on and so forth. So you can tell that the majority of these will close well below the opening price, for the exception of this one right here. That means that you will at least recuperate your the amount that it spiked. It's going to come to zero, and then it's going to keep going even further. So you know at least that for sure you're going to at least profit 25% and then some. You could profit an extra 10, what is that, 10, 15%? If you look at all these closing percentages. So you could probably look at profiting at least 30%. So if you do this particular pattern over and over and over and over again, you're going to be risking 10%. Say you're shorting at $1,000. You're shorting with $1,000. You're risking $100. Risk. Move it right here so it's more. Trade with. And then you risk $100. That's 10%. And your target profit is 300. So you're aiming at least 30% profit, right? That's with $1,000. Now they do tend to change from month. I don't want to say month to month. I want to say more like season to season, which I think is every quarter of the year. Like the first quarter is, then you have the slow season, which is like in the summer. In December, for example, this one happened to be in December. This December the 16th, I took a loss because December is a hot season. A lot of them do tend to spike a little more. But for the most part, if you just continue repeating this pattern over and over, you're going to see that the majority of the times you will hit your profit, because most of the times they only spike no more than 30%. If you can start shorting at 25, you risk it all the way to 35, you risk 10%, and then you ride it all the way down to where it opened and then some. And even if you just look at the closing price, you don't even have to wait for it. I mean, I suggest waiting for the spike, but if you don't wait for the spike, this is incredible. Look at this. Every single one of them closed some percent like down. Just about every single one of them, for the exception of this one. So this is the importance of tracking statistics. That's what I love about these, because penny stocks, that's our what's it called? Our advantage. That we know that these are complete trash. So the majority of them, when they spike, when they open throughout the night, and they open at least 50% higher, these are the information. These are the only statistics the only stocks that I collect statistics from is from stocks that have gapped up at least 50%. You're gonna know that most of these are complete garbage, and look at all that possible profit you could get. So this is just one. I'm gonna do like a couple of more videos on other data points that I've of other insights that I've been able to collect and take advantage of. And I mean, it's just incredible. So you don't even have to risk like 1,000. You don't even have to, like, if you don't have 1,000, even with like 500, you can make dollars if you repeat that same pattern over and over and over and over. It's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be some pretty good profits. You're gonna get some pretty good profits there. But anyways, if you have any comments, questions, please leave your comment below, or any other requests that you would like. And yeah, I'd like to talk more about it. Thank you, guys.